Hi everybody and welcome to Join the Chat. This is our first time after our experience through lockdown. We've decided to carry on an online presence in this way where we hope you'll be able to join the chat with us. So following on from the texts and the discussions we've had during the week and on a Sunday morning, I'm going to have somebody next to me in the chair and we're going to just have a conversation, and we invite you to join that conversation through the week online. So today we were looking at Exodus 19, and Exodus 19 was when the people of Israel had escaped from Egypt and they'd gone through the Red Sea, and this was the beginning of the third month of being having escaped into what was this kind of new freedom. And so the first day of this third month, they had set up camp when they finally got to the desert of Sinai. And so there in the desert of Sinai, which is this space here, they set up camp, and Moses went up Mount Sinai to talk to God and to say, what now, Lord, basically. And God said, Moses, you've got to tell the people that they have to look back and see what I've been doing, look back and see how I brought them out of Egypt, and then look forward as to the way that the new thing that I'm doing for you. And that seemed pretty opportune in a time like now. So I wanted to explore with you around how we look back and look forward in our lives, because I suspect some of us tend to look back more than we look forward, and some of us look forward more than we look back. And we probably have different ways that we do that. So that's the conversation I want to enter into today. And I hope that other people will be able to think about how they look back and look forward. So open conversation to share about what you think about looking back and looking forward, whether you do more of one or the other, or how you do them.
I guess there's, for me personally, there will be things through life that will trigger me to look back more. And I guess one of those things will be parenting. As children have moved through different phases, ages, looking back either to my own experience of being parented, and kind of critiquing that, thinking, was that helpful or not? So seeing if there's stuff I want to take from there. I don't know, there's an element, if I'm talking parenting, of looking back, and there's a bit of a mourning of what's lost.
Yeah.
Because you can't relive certain ages, and yet, allowing me to enjoy the present more, and recognising that in terms of that particular example of parenting, what's the next phase going to be?
It's a great example, isn't it? Because you look back and you can treasure those moments of our beautiful little girls and those moments, and it's kind of like mourning the loss of that, because that was precious days. But if we keep looking back, then we only see what we've lost, and if we look forward, we've got these wonderful adults that we get to have a relationship with, and that's a pretty cool. And it would be really sad to be so focused on looking back and what was, that we fail to see what is and what is still to come, and to recognise how cool the relationships are now with these adult children, which we get to enjoy. That's pretty cool. I like that, looking back and looking forward in parenting. What about with our work with God? Is that kind of similar? Do you think we focus more on what God's done rather than what God is going to do?
Some people do, and
some
don't. I guess I'm the sort of person who I tend to live more in the present, and maybe I could benefit more from looking both ways, in terms of that learning from what I've been through in the past, and also, when we're planning stuff, I know you get frustrated with me. Just so people know, we're married to each other, so we do stuff together. So when we're planning holidays, it's like you have trouble dragging me into the future to plan, because I'm either
in the present.
and that's a personality thing. And I'm quite comfortable with that. But actually, and I think there's an element of that in terms of my faith as well. There will be times when I do look back, at my growing up years or specific key events faith-wise. But I
back there.
stuck back there, and I'm enjoying the adventure along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes, I find that when I'm in a kind of a dry patch and I'm feeling like, what's going on, Lord, it's quite nice to go back and remember when God has been, really proactive in my life. And so there's been moments that I've really needed to look back on, like my call to ministry, say, that have been such a significant moment that to go back to is really important every so often. But if I just stayed there, that would be tragic, really. And so the challenge is to look forward, and I think, likewise, if we only even stay in the moment and we don't start to look forward, then we don't explore the new possibilities that God might be wanting to do that we hadn't yet thought of. And I'm convinced that there's all this stuff that God is wanting to do in our communities and in our churches that takes us forward, that we don't see because we're not brave enough to kind of look forward enough, or we just get stuck in the present.
Or we get busy. I mean, as an example, our last trip that we spent that time on retreat with a religious community, and that was a really significant time for me, and I really valued that. But coming back and getting back to life work here, that the busyness of that means that I can actually more easily forget the lessons of the past. So I've actually got on my computer at work, I've got a daily reminder that says, noontime prayers, which actually it helps sort of overcome that, if you like, forgetfulness or overwhelming busyness. It actually ties me back to something that was significant, that actually is going to nurture me now to help me get it for the future. So it's that,
to make that space, isn't it? It's
which for me I need to do, otherwise
and that takes discipline, doesn't it? To somehow be reminded to make those spaces, to look back and to look forward. So I'm keen for us to have a conversation online around how it looks for you, how, whether that's triggered anything for you, how you look back at the way God's worked in your life, and how you look forward into the way God might be wanting to work in your life, whether you get stuck in the present, stuck in the back, stuck looking backwards, or you're so focused going forward that you forget to remember what God has done in the past. So I'd love you to write a comment, and just let's have a conversation around that. And I hope you have a really great week. Thanks for joining the chat.